So today we are going to learn how to create a virtual space, specifically a virtual art gallery where you can display your work throughout the year. So super exciting. You have a lot of room for creativity with this project, but we are going to learn how to do it in Google Slides. So I'm going to start on a new slide with you on how to create a virtual gallery space in Google Slides. So if you need to add a slide, you can always click New Slide. To change the type of slide you add, you would click down here. For now, I'm just going to use this perfectly ready blank slide. If you forget what to do, our instructions are all down here, and it walks you through it step by step. So to start, I just clicked on those guys and deleted my text boxes there. So first we need to create a background. So choose the background for your art gallery, and it helps to have a horizon line that is low on the page so you can add a lot of different, let's try gallery space. You can try room, you can try whatever you want pretty much. I think I'm going to choose something like, you want something that's blank. So here's a good place to start. I'm going to insert it. Awesome. So I have a bunch of wall space, which is perfect, ready to go. And it's a low horizon line. Next, we can add furniture and frames. So to do that, we're going to go Insert, Web, and you want to make sure that you are clicking Sofa and Transparent. Otherwise, it's going to have a background that we don't really want. So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, search the web. I already have frame, transparent, but I want to try sofa and transparent. Let's see what comes up. Cool. So I am going to choose a couch, hit insert, and it's up to you. I don't want my couch to take up the whole area, so I'm going to click in the corner and drag it to be smaller. I can also click and drag it to change the position of it. I can also change how it's facing by clicking and dragging this arrow here. You can also change the rotation a little bit if you want with that top bubble, and you can see the degrees are changing there. Another thing you can do is change the color by right-clicking and clicking Format Options. And here we have the option to change the color. So I think I'm going to go with blue because I like blue. The other thing is if you're adding 3D work, like any sculpture or ceramic work, pictures of, you want to make sure that you are adding a pedestal. So you're going to go to Insert, an image again, search the web. I'm going to search pedestal, transparent. And you can choose whichever one you like. Remember, it helps if it doesn't have background, like something like this would. If it does, though, I can show you what program we're going to use to get rid of that background. So I'm just going to click and drag to make it smaller, maybe not so small. I have this cool gold one. If you wanted to repeat it and you had multiple works, you can right-click and hit Copy, and right-click, and hit Paste. Or you can do Command-C and Command-V, depending on where you're at. But I only have one sculpture, so I'm going to leave my one pedestal there. Next, we're going to add some frames. So I'm going to do that same thing, insert image, search the web, and I want frame transparent. You can choose whatever frame you want. Remember, when you're looking too, you can also change the colors of your frames. So I'm going to choose this cool wooden one here. And by clicking and dragging, you are going to change the shape of your frame. So for this project, you need to have at least 5 artworks. So you need to have 5 paintings or sketches or drawings. And depending on the shape of your artwork, you can change the shape of this. The other thing I can do again is right-click, format, change the color to whatever it is you want it to be. I think I'm going to stick with green. Why not? It'll be a funky art show. And then again, you can hit Command-C or copy and paste. So I have 5 frames here. If you want them all the same color, that is up to you. It's however you want to arrange your artworks. And see these little red lines that show up too? Those are helping guide you on where to align your work. So it doesn't have to be straight across. It could be kind of all over, depending on, it's totally up to you, really. I think I am going to change some of these, make it a little bit non-traditional, but that is totally up to your aesthetic or your taste. Cool. So now I have my 5 frames. Remember, you can choose different frames if you want. It is totally up to you. I have some different examples up here as well. All right. So next I want to, if you have to remove your background, so one way to do that is by clicking on this link that I have here. It's going to take you to remove.com. And what you're going to do is upload the image that you want to change your, or get rid of the background from. So I'm going to upload an image of one of my sculptures. So I'm going to choose this one here. It'll upload your image. And it automatically removes the background, which is super awesome. If it doesn't though, you can go in and edit it. And you can change the background based off of whatever you want the background to be. But for now, oops, we want to just click on transparent, which is this one. Okay, so then I want to click download and download image. Make sure it saves to your desktop or your device. Now that I have taken the background away of my sculpture, I'm going to insert it into my pedestal. So I'm going to click insert image and then upload from computer. And I want to click the one that my image no longer has a background. So to make it smaller, I'm going to click and drag it and then drag it over onto my pedestal. And I want to move it just so that it looks like it is right on top of my pedestal. Perfect. Awesome. So, oh, looks like it needs to go a little lower. There we go. So remember, you can go to the remove.bg and remove the background of whatever photo you have. All right, so now I want to insert my artwork. So I'm going to do that same thing. You can also click and drag images over. So I'm going to do that same thing, click and drag the image into my screen. I want to click and drag it to a certain size, and then I want to drag it just so it's in the upper left-hand corner of my frame. And then I'm going to move my frame to fit the image. It kind of takes a little bit of dancing and moving the frame around just till you get it just so. One little trick too is if you know the size or the shape of your canvas, you can automatically put it into a square or a rectangle, and then you'll just kind of move it around to make sure that it fits. So you need about 5 different images to click and drag and place into your gallery. You can also do that by clicking insert image and upload from your computer. If it's on your Google Drive, you can also upload from Google Drive. And remember, I'm just changing in the corner here. Okay, now that I've added all of my artwork, I want to add a sign with my name, the year, and the title of my show. So I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to go to Insert, Image, search the web, and I want to search easel and transparent. And remember, it is up to you, whatever one you want to select. I'm going to choose this one. Want to change the size of it. And next I want to go to insert and then text box. And so I can click and drag however big of a text box I want. And now I can add my title. I'm going to change my font size. I'm going to make it a little bold. Miss Swan. The finale. I'm going to highlight it and then make it in the center to make it nice and fancy. Remember, you can always kind of move the text box around based off of where you want it to be. All right, so last but not least, add a comment onto 3 of your classmates' virtual galleries. Extras, you can add yourself as a bit emoji if you want. That is up to you. So I can show you how to create a bit emoji, which is a lot of fun, to insert yourself into the gallery. If you want to add a text box, you can do that too. That is extra credit. You can also add decorations and flowers. You can add a speech bubble. And the way to add a speech bubble is go to Insert, Shape, and Callouts. You can choose whichever one you want. And you can add text directly in there as well. So have fun.